We'll let him walk in baby steps here. It's the best he's gonna be. It is hard to break.
979-9010, though, I got that down.
You do. We gotta, when I leave here this morning, I've gotta brag a little bit. You know that we've instituted, the law firm has instituted our TLC program, Trial Lawyers Who Care, and we're taking money from every single personal injury settlement, and we're either matching a contribution by the client, or even if the client doesn't want to make a contribution to a local nonprofit, we're making a contribution from our fees of $100 of every case. And I leave here to go to Homeless Coalition this morning with Jay and Brian, and we'll be presenting them with a check for $1,000 just from the cases that we settled last month. So we feel pretty good about that. And of course, we've got Charlotte Behavioral is on the list, and Virginia B. Andes is one of our spotlight charities as well.
We mentioned you when I had Dr. Klein and Dr. Asperilla, but you're actually, you and Tammy, you were down there for that one.
We were. For the grand opening. I bought a brick.
Are you thinking about the future when you may need medical care?
Yeah, certainly. I'm hedging my bets.
Yeah.
My daughter's a nurse, and I want to keep these doctors happy. And in fact, I'm sure all of them at the talent show were fantastic.
Yes, they were.
And just remember, you heard that here first. We got to keep them. We got to keep them happy.
Without question.
We did go to the Virginia B. Andes grand opening of the new facility there, which is going to be a tremendous asset to the community, no question about it. And we did. The firm did buy a brick too. And as I said, they're one of our spotlight nonprofits as well. So we will be taking them a check before too long as we continue to settle these personal injury cases. And I'm really proud of that program. It was Jay's, our old bedbug boys brainstorm, and it's really an opportunity to give back to the community literally every single month, Jeff. So that's
good.
I'm really happy about it. Very proud.
Tom and I'll be waiting for our check.
Well, it's nonprofits. Well, maybe we include the Silver Alert Foundation. If we do a Silver Alert, we'll benefit Tommy indirectly. If nothing else, we'll keep those billboards lit up, Tom. Don't you worry.
Here you go. I hope you never see my little Kia Soul sign up there.
Me too. I think I've already seen it, frankly, but
Really?
if you say so, yeah. Every time I see one of those, I think of you immediately.
Guinea pig missing, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Good morning, everybody. Cort Frolich with us this morning. Your chance to get questions asked and answered here this morning. 206-1580 or toll free. Wherever you are online listening, 888-441-1580. We're down for a second, Tommy, but Lovejoy said he put it back on the air.
Okay, good. Now he knows how to do it.
Yes.
I'm to relinquish my...
Supposedly.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Relinquishing my duties
To
to the streamer, to Ken Lovejoy, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about drug sniffing dogs.
Yes.
And we're going to get a ruling there before too long from the Supreme Court. And we've talked before about the stand your ground law in the state of Florida, which of course is very much in the news by virtue of the Zimmerman prosecution, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys saw this, and I've questioned whether or not the stand your ground law is a good thing or a wise thing or not, and I think the governor has appointed a panel to look at this thing. But I don't know if you saw the report. It kind of stunned me, and it reaffirmed what I felt might be one of the problems with this law. And just to refresh everybody's memory, it allows you to, if you claim that you are in fear, you don't have to retreat anymore, all right? You can stand your ground. You used to have to, outside your home, you used to have to retreat before resorting to the use of deadly force. That's no longer the case in Florida. And let me tell you some of the statistics since this law has been in effect. More than a third of the defendants who've been arrested for a violent crime and then have invoked stand your ground as a defense had been previously in trouble for threatening someone with a gun or illegally carrying a weapon. 60% of those who claim self-defense have been arrested at least once before they killed someone. And more than 30 defendants have been accused of violent crimes, including assault, battery, or robbery. Dozens of these defendants had drug offenses on their records. And of course, none of that matters because they get to invoke stand your ground in a particular situation. And a lot of these cases involve long-standing, long-running feuds. They're fighting over a woman, whatever it might be, and all of a sudden, someone gets killed, you know, the
Standing
boyfriend
your
gets killed, and the enraged husband says, well, he was coming at me, and I was standing my ground. The same husband that's been threatening this guy with bodily harm for the last 2 years. And so this is there's 327 times that people have now invoked this, in which, you know, they've got substantial prior criminal history, and that was the concern.
Now,
is
is
that
that-
we're allowed, you know, look, Tommy standing his ground outside on the sidewalk is one thing. Someone that's been arrested 5 times, you know, for an assault and battery or armed robbery or whatever it might be, invoking stand your ground becomes a lot more troubling when you've got someone, you know, dead in the street. But all the jury hears is the circumstances.
However, in this case, George Zimmerman never has been arrested or anything like that, has he, for any of that? It's almost like that's Trayvon Martin's group saying that, you know, it's a...
Well, no, Zimmerman's been arrested, and he's invoking the stand your ground defense.
But
I mean,
what, but
that's
I know,
his
but what
defense.
was he arrested for? Wasn't it a domestic thing?
No. It's they didn't go for first-degree murder. I believe they went for that the charge is second-degree murder.
No, in this case, but what about
Yes.
beforehand?
Beforehand. I'm
So-
sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
I can't remember what
This
he was-
almost sounds like Trayvon Martin's legal team has put this in the press.
Well, yeah, in that particular case, well, of course they're going to put it in the press because
Exactly.
that's highly publicized.
Right.
But the bottom line is, not only in that case, but and the particular circumstance of that case, but in all these other cases, the people that are invoking this stand your ground law, some of them are really bad characters, and now all of a sudden they've got an out. Well, I killed somebody, but he was coming after me, and I was standing my ground. You know, we had a homeless man. We had, you know, a
Right.
local judge threw out the prosecution. I think it was the machete murders there. Threw it out because they found that they successfully invoked stand your ground, that he was under threat, and therefore the murder charge was thrown out.
All right, we'll be right back with your phone calls that are waiting, and we'll be right back as we speak.